Today we're reviewing two brand new lights from ZhiYun, the CX100, which is a 100 watt COB or chip on board light, and this light over here, the CM25, which is a 25 watt 112 chip fill light. Here's the ZhiYun CX100 set up outside. This is one of the key qualities of this light, that you can take it out, have the power, be outside, and not have to have a power supply. So as a quick disclaimer, these test production lights were very kindly sent to me by ZhiYun to review, but all content as well as thoughts and opinions of them in this video are that of my own. So with that out of the way, let's get on with the review. So first, let's talk about this, the CX100 COB light, which is a low-cost adaptation of the Molis X100. Now, the thing that you're going to notice straight away about this is the size of this thing. For a 100 watt light, this is super compact. I mean, look at it, just hold it in my hand, like one hand. The power of the sun in my hand. I do like the stylish design as well, with the battery placement on the right over here, an inbuilt fan with a protective grille here right behind the COB LED, as well as this massive heatsink around the light, and then another heatsink over here to the side, which I suspect is used to protect this circuitry. One thing to note is that there is no LCD display, but instead LED lights to indicate power and battery life, as well as printed measurements on the control buttons. Talking about buttons, you have one red power button at the bottom left-hand corner that you have to short press and then long press to turn the unit on, and then long hold press to turn off. And also to the left-hand side, you will notice that there are two twist buttons. One controls the brightness, and the second twist button controls the color temperature. I will say that the twist buttons feel a little bit cheap, just in my opinion, whereas most of the rest of the body does feel pretty robust. The COB itself has a Kelvin range from 2700 Kelvins all the way up to 6500 Kelvins, which is going to be useful for a variety of different projects. You also get this cool mini mount with a silicone diffuser, but ZhiYun also kindly sent me the Bowen's mount adapter for easy mounting to a tripod, as well as to use larger softboxes. Now, one of the main reasons you probably want to invest in something like this is to use it free from power supplies, so that you are free from long cables, and also you can use it for outside shoots. And to power these units, underneath you will see that there is a USB-C port for charging, as well as a DC supply for mains use. I did receive a USB-C cable with my test unit, but not a 24 DC lead. ZhiYun will, I think, provide these though with the production units. So the big question is, how much time will you get with this light, fully charged on full 100 watt power before it dies? Well, that's exactly what I wanted to know too. So that's exactly what I tested out. I fully charged the unit, I left it on full power at 100 watts, and it lasted for a grand total of... Okay, so it is 10 to 10 in the evening. I'm going to set the CX100 in the garden out here in the pitch black, and just light up the garden and see how long it lasts for at 100% power. I fully charged it. It took a few hours to charge up. Now let's see how long it lasts. I'm going to put a little timer on there as well, so you can see. Here I am testing outside at full power on the CX100. The first bar of the lights went out after about 6 minutes. The second bar went out at about 17.5 minutes, so that's about 50% battery power used up. And then the third bar, so 75%, went out after 28 minutes. About 36 minutes in, you can see that the final bar is flashing, and that's the indicator that it's almost finished. And then it carried on for another 39 minutes, or carried on for 39 minutes and 32 seconds, and then completely died. So that's how much you'll get on a full charge. So just under 40 minutes on a full charge. 39 minutes and 30 seconds. This is definitely something to keep in mind when it takes more than a few hours to charge up. Essentially, it means that you can't really use it on a long shoot day just with the battery. Definitely not on 100% brightness. For quick sessions where you might need some extra light, Where there is no mains, this is a perfect little companion, which is also super easy to carry around. I've already had the opportunity to use this for a couple of photo shoots where I was actually outside for one of them, and also for a few scenes in a short film. And I found this light to be perfect for those projects. But for more extended sessions, maybe long shoot days, event videos, interviews, you might want to consider hooking it up to the mains supply. Nonetheless, I was impressed by the even light that was produced, and also some of the photos that I was able to create with it. So let's put this over here. Next up, let's talk about this, the CM25. Now the CM25 is a 25 watt fill light, and according to ZhiYun, it is 3 to 5 times more powerful than your standard pocket light. It is very bright, very, very bright. This is a really simple design. The body feels solid apart from where the fan grills are. This feels a bit flimsy, but the rest of it does feel quite robust. You also have a silicone diffuser that comes with the light, and there are 2 twisty control buttons. One turns the light on and off and controls the brightness, and the other controls the color temperature. The color temperature on this light goes from 2700 kelvins all the way up to 6200 kelvins, which again is a decent range for a lot of video projects. As the name suggests, this is to be used as a fill light, and that is exactly what I used it for, as a fill light for one of my recent long form videos. And then this happened, because I kind of expected more in the 4K area from Canon, especially nowadays. Light just decided to die halfway through the video. Now, this wasn't a major issue. I was able to finish the video, but I was definitely concerned with the battery life on this. So I decided to run a similar test on the CM25 that I ran on the CX100 to see how long the battery lasted. Let's test the CM25, so I'm turning it on and full power. Here we go. Got the silicone diffuser there. I can't see the lights. Let me take the silicone diffuser off. There we go. What's really interesting about the CM25 is that you have 4 full LED battery bars until about 17 minutes in, and then 30 minutes in you drop down to 2. So you think you have 50% battery left, but that's not the case, because after about 4 minutes, 34 minutes in, you drop down to 1, and then I think about 35.5 minutes in, you lose complete battery life without a blinking LED to warn you. So I think that's where I got caught off guard. You think you've got more battery than you do according to the LED lights. I believe that you can use this while it's plugged into a USB-C power supply. With the CX100, that is not recommended. Instead, they ask you to use the mains. I do feel like these types of lights are really important to help fill in light that you might need on certain projects. Just be sure to fully charge them up. So how much are these technological marvels going to cost you? Well, the CX100 is going to cost you $199 US for the standard kit, which contains the light, a reflector, and the silicone diffuser. There's also a combo kit that you can get, which has the DC charger, the Bowens mount adapter, and umbrella dome diffuser as well. And this will cost you $299 USD. The CM25 will set you back about $69 each. And if you're interested, I've left some links down in the description box for you, as well as a 25% off discount code for both the CX100 and the CM25. So do make sure you go and check those out. So what do you guys think about these super bright, super compact lights? Will you get them? And if you do, what will you use them for? Let me know down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the little bell for notifications. And now that you've watched this video, make sure that you check out my review of the Molis G200, also made by ZhiYun, or check out the 5 ray lights review that I made over here. In the meantime, stay creative, stay safe, imagine, implement, and inspire, and I will catch you in the next video.